through the one individual asking the questions. The answers all come through them. So Dolores Cannon does say that one of the most popular questions, and I experienced this as well, one of the most popular questions is what's my purpose? What is my purpose on earth? And it is such a blessing, it is such a treat to quiet myself and drop in and facilitate getting to ask this question to the infinite self in individual manifestations of who we truly are. It is what I came here to do, so I love it. As my neighbor said, my neighbor Rowena, she said, "You are on fire." So lately when I gather with the rest of us, we're all on fire, and no one's playing small anymore. So mirror that back out at the world. It's stupendous. It's spectacular. So today's my dad's birthday. My father is Marshall Klarfeld. He is the author of Adam, the Missing Link, and we've just had a lot of amazing adventures together in this lifetime and others, and we got to go to the Aztec UFO conference. My dad was a presenter this year, and I got to assist as he sold his books, and he did a marvelous presentation. His book is a Life magazine style overview of the findings of the late great scholar Zecharia Sitchin, whom I don't always agree with, because I come from more of this metaphysical perspective. But when my dad pulls it all together and presents to a group, I'm with you, Dad. I come along, and it's very exciting. So I do have my dad's books for sale in Santa Fe, and you can find them on www.adamthemissinglink.com. And happy birthday, Dad! I love you. We had a wonderful visit on Skype today. So Skype. Well, my dad's a real blessing, and Skype is a sweet blessing that keeps us connected. So some of the work I am doing, I do facilitate on Skype. That's the Theta Healing. And then there's some other inroads to the Dolores work for people who are not in town that I'm learning about, that this work can be done from outside of town in a new way that wasn't known when I trained in the work. But in the meantime, people are visiting and doing the work, and it's really exciting. I'm having couples come and work with me, couples who are staying together, and couples who are getting guidance to do other things, and friends and people from other countries and other states are driving and flying into Santa Fe to do this work with me, and it's really exciting, and I'm so blessed and so grateful. One other thing on the roster, I'm almost at 30 minutes here, so I think what I will do is cut it here soon. But this is fun. This is wild. I went to theater camp as a child, and this prepared me. Oh, so I've got two more things to say. One is also, I had a wonderful, wonderful talk with my mom on Mother's Day, and there was a little recalibration period where I was shifting from old paradigm routines into my true self and my true career and my true power and all these visions that I'm now building, where it was like we were speaking two different languages. And so what was great about Mother's Day this year is I picked up a beautiful book. I have it in the other room. Something about the magical missing energy, I think is the name. It was written by this starseed woman with a far out name, Shusastra or something. I might be getting that wrong. But I recommend it if I can find it and tell you what it is. It's this book about all these rainbow beings and earth life and what's missing and losing faith and then all coming together, you know, the purple people and the green people, the yellow and the orange and the red and whoever I'm leaving out, and the indigo people, and all helping the blue person regain their faith. And there's a whole lot more to the story, but it was such a loving story that I read it, and then when I called my mom, I was filled with this loving energy, and she was too, you know, because it's Mother's Day and she's my mom. And so even though we've got a Jewish overlay, no offense, it's my people here, but you know, there's also like guilt and suffering and all the programming that can accompany a religion. And so even though that has ruled how we relate in the past, this Mother's Day, I have never heard my mother so positive in my adult life. I think maybe when I was a child, but little bits and pieces. But this year, it was really heaven on earth Mother's Day communications. So whatever you need to do to improve your relationships and step out of old conditioning and meet in your infinite self, I stand behind this and recommend it fully. The last thing, I'm cutting past 30 minutes here, but the last thing I'm trying to stay in the picture here. The last thing I would like to plug, I'd like to just plug a lot of wonderful things that I am on board with right now, but I can't plug everything. So I would like to thank Linda Starr and all of us associated with each other because my friend Laura invited me to her birthday years back at Del Charo. It's like a cowboy saloon here in Santa Fe, and we all went out and had drinks and celebrated Laura. And I met Linda Starr. If anyone wants to meet her, ask me and I'll tell you how. But she is an artist and a starseed in Santa Fe, New Mexico, who's been hosting Alien Movie Night because she just loves who we truly are and has been hip to this since way before many of us. And so for 3 years, this has shifted my life and my community and my perspective and the work I'm doing. And I will say that through Linda's group and through the Hypnotherapy Academy of America, not directly, but through the people who taught me there, Patrick Singleton in particular, I discovered Dolores Cannon, which my soul was signed on to discover. And when we encountered her books, the Convoluted Universe Book 1, the Convoluted Universe Book 2, the Convoluted Universe Book 3, what happened is that even though I was trained by Dr. Brian Weiss, and these beautiful but long, intense inductions, anyway, when I was doing all that, when myself and the others in our Starseed Circle encountered Dolores Cannon, when we had these books in our hands and started reading them, the quality and the vibration of the past life regressions I facilitate shifted radically, from beautiful and sometimes karma-tinged traumatic past lives into who we truly are, into our off-planet, other dimensional, into all the high vibrational aspects of ourself. They shifted into opening up. Every session was something new, including downloads of who we are, spaceship captain driving past lives, other dimensional aspects that are happening, simultaneous lives, Arcturian lives, seeding the Atlantean lives, seeding the plants and fruits on Earth to sustain lives. It was a radical shift. So this was happening to me before, and my